High above the familiar landscapes of our planet, where the air thins and the sky takes on a deeper blue, lies the Pamir Knot, rightly called the roof of the world. Here the world's greatest mountain ranges converge, creating a landscape of awe-inspiring scale and beauty. Four of Asia's mightiest mountain chains radiate from this nexus: the Himalayas and Karakoram to the south, the Kunlun to the northeast, and the Tian Shan to the northwest. This is the heart of Asia's high-altitude wilderness, where the planet's geological history is written in stone and ice. Join me as we journey into this remote and majestic region, exploring its soaring peaks, vast plateaus, and the resilient life that endures at the very top of our world. The Pamir Knot is the result of a titanic collision, India's relentless push into Eurasia, a process that began over 50 million years ago and continues today. This tectonic drama thrusts the land skyward, forming the central hub from which Asia's greatest mountain ranges radiate. To the south, the Himalayas and Karakoram rise in a formidable wall, home to the highest peaks on Earth. To the northwest, the Tian Shan, celestial mountains, complete this grand assembly. The Pamir Knot is more than a point on a map. It's a living record of Earth's dynamic forces. It stands as a testament to the power that continues to shape our world. Beyond the peaks, the Pamirs are defined by a vast, high-altitude plateau, one of the highest on Earth, averaging over 4,500 meters. Life here is a struggle: thin air, intense sun, and wild temperature swings test every living thing. The landscape is stark and windswept, with broad valleys, rolling hills, and shimmering turquoise lakes like Karakul, remnants of a different climate. The plateau acts as a barrier to moisture, creating an arid climate where snow feeds the glaciers, and their meltwater sustain distant communities. This immense tableland was hoisted skyward by the same tectonic forces that built the surrounding mountains. For millennia, the plateau was a formidable barrier to travel, crossed only by determined nomads and later the legendary Pamir Highway. Despite its harshness, the plateau's desolate beauty is profound, a wilderness where nature's scale dwarfs human endeavor. To stand here is to witness a landscape unchanged for thousands of years. It is a place where the elements rule, and the Earth's ancient power is palpable. The Pamir Plateau is truly the roof of the world. Among the Pamir giants, Lenin Peak stands out, soaring to 7,134 meters. It's the highest in the Trans-Alay range and a magnet for climbers. Its relative accessibility belies the dangers: fickle weather, avalanches, and the ever-present risks of high altitude. The mountain's history reflects shifting politics, once Mount Kaufman, then Lenin Peak, and now officially Avicenna Peak, though the old name endures. Climbers ascend from green valleys through rocky moraines to vast glaciers, establishing high camps to acclimatize before the final push. The summit offers breathtaking views, a sea of peaks stretching to the horizon, revealing the immense scale of the Pamir Knot. Lenin Peak is also a natural laboratory. Glaciologists study its ice fields for climate change, and geologists read its rocks for tectonic clues. But for many, it's a symbol of human aspiration, a place where triumph and tragedy are etched into the ice. Its slopes have tested the limits of endurance and inspired generations of explorers. Here, the spirit of adventure meets the raw power of nature. Lenin Peak stands as a silent monument to our fascination with the world's great mountains. It is both a challenge and a beacon, and it remains one of the most iconic summits on the roof of the world. Deep within the Pamirs, immense geological forces have created a trove of mineral riches. For millennia, the region has been famed for its lapis lazuli, mined for over 6,000 years and prized from Egypt to Renaissance Europe. The Pamirs also yielded legendary spinels, like the Black Prince's ruby, and balas rubies, coveted by emperors and kings. Beyond gemstones, the mountains hold gold, silver, iron, and zinc, though the harsh terrain makes extraction difficult. More recently, rare elements vital to modern technology, tungsten, mercury, tin, and rare earths, have been discovered, adding new geopolitical significance. Mining here is arduous and often dangerous, with small-scale operations providing vital income but posing environmental risks. The fragile alpine ecosystems are vulnerable to pollution and disruption. The mineral wealth of the Pamirs is a double-edged sword, a source of hope for economic development, but also a threat to the delicate balance of nature. Balancing progress and preservation is a challenge that will define the region's future. The treasures of the Pamirs are as much a test of stewardship as they are a legacy of geological wonder. Here, the Earth's riches come at a high price, and the choices made will echo for generations. Despite the harshness, the Pamir Knot teems with life, each species uniquely adapted to survive at the edge of possibility. The Marco Polo sheep, with their massive spiraling horns, roam the high valleys, their agility a key to survival. Siberian ibex scale near vertical cliffs, escaping predators, and reaching sparse grazing. The elusive snow leopard, ghost of the peaks, stalks these heights, its camouflage and agility making it a master of this domain. High above, Himalayan griffon vultures and lammergeiers soar, the latter dropping bones to access marrow. On the plateau, marmots and pikas eke out a living, hibernating through brutal winters and providing food for eagles and foxes. Every creature is part of a delicate web. Herbivores sustain predators, and small mammals support birds of prey. This ecosystem is fragile. Climate change, habitat loss, and poaching threaten its balance. The survival of the snow leopard depends on healthy populations of sheep and ibex. Conservation here is critical, for the loss of one species ripples through the entire web. The Pamirs remind us of life's resilience and its vulnerability. Protecting this wild tapestry is a race against time. Here, on the world's roof, nature's tenacity is matched only by its fragility. The Pamir Knot's geography has shaped its most defining human trait: profound isolation. Towering ranges form barriers that have separated the region from the world, and even from itself, for centuries. The Pamir Highway, one of the world's highest roads, is a lifeline. But travel remains slow and perilous. Communities have adapted with self-sufficiency, cultivating hardy crops and herding yaks, sheep, and goats. This isolation has preserved ancient traditions, languages, and belief systems, creating a mosaic of distinct cultures. The region has long been a buffer between empires, a chessboard for the great game of the 19th century. Even today, remoteness persists, with technology only beginning to bridge the gap. Life here is hard, but the isolation has protected a unique way of life and a landscape of wild beauty. The Pamirs remain a world apart, untouched by the rush of the modern age. Here, remoteness is both a challenge and a blessing. The Pamir Knot is not empty wilderness, it's a homeland, rich in culture and spirit. The Pamiri people, mostly Ismaili Muslims, have built a resilient society shaped by faith, intellect, and community. The Jamwat Kona, or prayer hall, is the heart of village life, and traditional homes are filled with symbolic meaning. Ancient Eastern Iranian languages, Shugni, Wakhi, Rushani, are still spoken, though many are endangered. Music and poetry are central, with songs and verses celebrating love, history, and the mountain's beauty. Hospitality is sacred. Travelers are welcomed with tea and bread, a vital ethic in this harsh land. The region's cultural significance lies in living traditions, not monuments, in the symbolism of a home, the sound of an ancient language, and the sharing of a meal. Here, resilience and community are forged in the crucible of the world's highest mountains. The Pamir's true legacy is found in the strength and warmth of its people. It is a culture as enduring as the peaks themselves. Stretching east from the Pamirs is the Wakhan Corridor, a narrow strip of Afghanistan born from 19th century geopolitics to separate empires. This isolated land, bordered by Tajikistan, Pakistan, and China, is one of the world's most inaccessible places. The Wakhi farm, the fertile valleys, while the Kyrgyz of the Little Pamir herd yaks and camels at dizzying altitudes. Life here is unchanged for centuries: subsistence, endurance, and deep connection to the land. For rare travelers, the Wakhan is a journey back in time, with little modern infrastructure and travel by foot or yak. Its isolation has shielded it from conflict, but left its people with few opportunities. The corridor remains a relic of imperial intrigue, and a home to some of the world's most resilient communities. The future here is uncertain, but the spirit of the Wakhan endures. We have reached the summit of our world, the Pamir Knot, a realm of immense scale and power. Here, life clings on with remarkable tenacity, but this majesty is fragile. Glaciers are receding, ancient languages fading, and the delicate balance of life is threatened by change. The remoteness that once protected this region cannot shield it forever. The fate of the Pamir Knot is tied to the health of our planet. To protect this place is to safeguard a vital part of our world's natural and cultural heritage.